Hey folks, back for another instalment of Derive the Average Joe. Well, today, Camera Girl and I were heading down to Knockhill Race Circuit in Fife because it's the Grand Construction Rally Stages. No, I'm not putting the RS on the Grand Construction Rally Stages, we're just going to go and watch. But it should be good fun anyway. But I'm going to make this video because I want to clear up a few things from the last video I made. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. It's the Focus RS versus a Focus ST video. I've had a lot of comments back where a lot of people are saying, oh, but you guys aren't even on boost. Well, we were on boost, and I'm going to show you that. So this has got a boost cage in it. Okay, we are at 40 miles an hour, third gear. Oh look! Boost! Boost! More boost! So there you go. Second thing, I'm going to tell you how this feels to drive compared with the ST, because we didn't really go into that in the last video. It was just really a performance comparison. I actually tried to make this video a couple of weeks back. I had this brilliant idea where Camera Girl was at work, I had a day off work, and decided, right, I'll get a camera mounted on the windscreen, we'll film myself going along a tight, twisty road, driving this very, very quickly, and try to discuss what we're discussing right now. It didn't really work. Problem number one. Well, the road that I chose to go along was closed by the police. The reason being is it was the end of January, and it means it's the end of haggis culling season. So the problem with haggis culling season is obviously Burns Night is in January, so there's the big haggis cull. The haggis, they're a strange animal. In fact, they're awful is what they are. They're just awful. But they get really angry, and what they tend to do is the road that I was going through goes through a glen, and that is where a lot of haggis live, because it's very steep hillside walls, and that's why they only run round a circle in one way, which is why they've got one leg shorter than the other, or two legs shorter than the other, should I say. They're not human. So yeah, the police had to close the road because these haggis were getting angry and were attacking motorists, so, and tourists as well. There was some hill walkers out there, and they got really badly bitten on the ankles by these haggis. So the police thought, let's be safe about this, let's not be silly, we better close the road. So that was problem number one. Problem number two was the road that I did choose to go along. Brilliant, fantastic road. It's tight, twisty, very similar, but it's a shorter stretch. And problem number one were two deer who decided to run out in front of the car. Oh dear, oh two deer, dear, oh dear, oh dear, that could have been nasty. Then there was a tanker lorry coming along the road the other way as well, so that didn't all work out. Problem number three. Problem number three. I was trying to video it all on my mobile phone, which was great. It stuck to the windscreen great, got decent footage, except after about 5 minutes it ran out of memory. So it's a bit of a schoolboy error, that one. So this is why we're now sitting on the M90 heading towards Knockhill. I thought I'd make this video, put it in together with another video, and we'll show you some of the rally stages as well. Yeah, so let's see how that all pans out. So first of all, let's talk about the steering. The steering on both the Focus RS and Focus ST, the turning circle on both cars is pretty rubbish. So there's a lot of people whinging about the fact that the RS has got a crap turning circle, and it is true, but the ST equally has a crap turning circle. But the steering setups, they're totally different. The RS has just a normal set ratio steering, whereas the ST has a variable ratio steering. So believe it or not, if you're doing what I'm doing right now, driving on the motorway, it's actually more relaxing to drive an RS than it is an ST, because the ST, you turn the steering wheel just a little bit and it sort of darts about, whereas in this, it's more relaxed. The weighting in the steering in the RS, it still feels, even when it's in its normal setting, its normal mode, feels heavier. It gives more feedback than the ST does. Obviously, if you put the car into sport mode, the steering weights up, so you get more feedback. Well, or at least you think it's more feedback. It's probably just weight, but either way, it just does feel that little bit different. The engine in both the ST and the RS, they perform very, very similarly. They've got the same sort of characteristics. They get their peak torque at roughly about the same time. They get the max power roughly about the same time. It's just, obviously, they've got different power outputs, they're different displacements. But apart from that, the engines, characteristic-wise, are very, very similar as well. But you'd expect that. They're both EcoBoost units. It's just this is a 2.3, the ST is a 2.0, 2 litre, just 2 litre. There we go. So the biggest difference between the ST and the RS, obviously, is the all-wheel drive system. The all-wheel drive system obviously giving you more grip, better handling. It's fantastic, especially at the moment where the roads are greasy and horrible. The ST struggles a bit in these conditions, where this, you can have so much fun in it. You put it into a corner, you put the throttle on, you can feel the back end pushing you around. I've been having a bit of fun hooliganing around the neighbourhood, scaring the neighbours. It is just so much more fun. I can talk about how both cars feel to drive, what the differences are, but then it's how both cars make you feel, and the RS just makes you feel so much better. You have so much more fun in the RS, which is why you have to pay that premium for it. You definitely notice the difference. I mean, the ST is a brilliant car, don't get me wrong, a brilliant car, but if you drive one of those, then you drive one of these, you're in for a proper treat. What I have noticed about this car, when you've got it on the tight, twisty roads, and particularly if they're bumpy roads and they're narrow, when it is bumpy, you think, like with the ST, you tend to find it with torque steer and things like that. This does something really, really strange. When you've got the power down, it's not torque steer, but it's like as if the rear drive unit, the all-wheel drive system, is chucking power to individual wheels and things like that, and it's maybe confusing itself with the bumps, and it tends to sort of throw you out into the road and things. So if you've got traffic coming the other way and you hit a bump, you suddenly get the whoa, what's going on here? You have to back off the throttle, and it all sorts itself out. It's just a weird thing that I've noticed, something to be careful of if you're on. But I mean, that was a tight road and it was bumpy, so it's just something to take note of. If the roads are silky smooth, it's fine, no problem. The other thing is, I did mention in the other video, is the noise that the RS makes compared with the ST. Now on the inside, the ST sounds great, because it's like the RS, the noise is pumped in from the engine through the speakers with what they call a sound imposer. On the outside though, the ST it's a bit muted, a bit quiet, which is a shame. It's a real shame, because the Mark II ST, oh dear, the Mark II ST made a brilliant noise. Big truck, like here. The Mark II made a great noise from the exhaust. It would pop and bang, not as much as this, but it would still pop and bang. The ST on the outside, it's a bit quiet. The exhaust itself looks fantastic. It's almost something that is off of a Lamborghini. Obviously a bit smaller, but it's got that look about it, which is great. might sound like a lot of the things I'm saying about the Focus ST, oh it's bad at this, oh it's bad at that, it's not good at traction. It's just because I'm using the Focus ST as a comparison with the Focus RS. It makes sense. Really what I'm saying is that it's a front wheel drive car. All performance front wheel drive cars suffer from the same thing that the Focus ST does, which is where the RS excels with its all-wheel drive system. Okay folks, we've arrived. We're at Knockhill Racing Circuit and it's bloody freezing. Just had a massive snow shower and I think we're all going to die. But just to get an idea, there's snow on the hills. Don't know if you can see that, but there's snow. Yeah, so we're going to enjoy some rallying and freeze to death probably. Cleared a little bit, and there are the four bridges. There's the rail bridge, and there is the road bridge and the Queen Ferry crossing. And just beyond those bridges, that is Edinburgh. So for all you people that live in Trumpland, I mean the free world, I mean the United States of America, Edinburgh is your landmark. So we're just north of Edinburgh here at Knockhill. Cold, wintry day at Knockhill Race Circuit. The action was pretty good. Got some footage of that. You might have already seen it. Depends on how I've edited the video. So Knockhill Circuit, it's just a wee short circuit. What, 1.3 miles long. It's on the side of a hill, so there's lots of ups and downs, undulations. It's the sort of circuit that racing drivers really love because there's so many twists and turns and ups and downs. It's a busy circuit, short but busy. Like I said before, check it out yourself. on Google it, you know, just see what it is. Now I know I said in my first video I would do a lot of average Joe stuff, how the average Joe could get one of these, what it's like to run one of these as an average Joe. I've not really done any of that yet, admittedly, but I'll get to that. I will get to that. I've got a few ideas for videos coming up, so like I said, if you want to see them, please subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to subscribe to my channel, or if you want to see the previous video to this where we compare the Focus ST and the RS, and we've got footage of that, please click on one of these things here that I've put up. The last video I put up, I've had loads and loads of views on it, which for me is absolutely fantastic. I'm just doing this for a bit of a laugh. I'm overwhelmed with the amount of views I've got and some of the nice comments that people have made about it. Thank you. That's all I can say is thank you. I hope this is providing some sort of information, a bit of entertainment for people. I'm entertaining myself anyway. Never thought I'd see the day, but hey, we learn something new every day.